Hey guys, Brian with VetSource here, checking in on the local day of an auction here in Houston. This is day one of the auction. We're going through some pre-war cars here, showing a collection that the guy's getting rid of. You know, you've got Chrysler there, LaSalle, Ford Woody, Ford pickup truck, 1936, and then of course one of my favorites, the Lincoln. I'm looking for the Packard, but this is a really imposing vehicle, pretty nice. V8, yeah, it's a really neat car. So it's pretty big. You can tell the size of the car just by looking at it, you know. See if this door's open. See how everything is in here. This would be a 1926 Lincoln, I believe, if I remember correctly. 2 spare tires, just in case you need another one. This is kind of cool. The artillery wheels, wooden wheels. If you're not aware, they actually used wooden wheels back then with wooden spokes back in the 20s. Kind of a cool thing. I'll get more into that later. So anyway, I'm going to walk back this way. I'm actually here kind of looking at Corvettes that are coming through the auction. Seeing a few of them. In fact, I think right here, let me swing back over this direction. Find the Corvettes. Oh yeah. There's 2 Corvettes that I was looking at earlier. This would be a 1957 Corvette, dual carb, 283. Really nice car. Not perfect concourse condition, but it's really nice. Definitely nice. I like that orange color on it. And then we've got a 54, which really, these are kind of the iconic Corvettes. They're not particularly fast. They're all white with red. There are a few oddballs that were different colors. These have just got the old straights, what they call Stove-Bolt 6. 3 deuce carburetors on it, so it's just a 6-cylinder, but really cool car as well. So let me get back to some of the other Corvettes I'm looking at, and I'll get back with you guys in a second and show you some of the other cars I've been looking at here. Check back in a minute. Hey guys, here's one of the other Corvettes we're looking at. This would be a 75 model, red with black interior. You know, it looks pretty good under the lights, but you can see close up. It's got quite a bit of clear coat, paint issues. Fairly solid car. It's not real bad, but it's automatic L48 car, so it's nothing hot rod or performance. Got the deluxe door panels on it, telescopic steering. Looks like it's showing 62,000 miles on it, so that's kind of cool. You know, this might go for sub 10,000. We'll have to watch it and see what it goes for. It's actually coming through the auction tomorrow, so I'll keep my eye on this one. Kind of sloppy paint overspray, not real detailed under the hood, but this is a good, decent entry level crack on the hood there. But this is a good looking body style Corvette. The mid 70s are kind of fun, and they're good cruisers. They're not fast, but they're just fun to cruise in. So we'll watch this one and see what it goes for here tomorrow when it comes to the sale. Give me a few minutes to locate another Corvette. Oh, in fact, here's another one over here. Let's see. We'll go look at this one here real quick. This would be a C5 Corvette convertible, probably about a 2000. Doesn't really interest me that much, so let me keep looking in, and I'll get back with you guys in just a second. All right, here we go. There's another one for us. This looks like to be 2016, 2017 Z06 in yellow 2016. Good color. I'm not particularly as fond of these cars because they're a little more plasticky than what I like. I still love them, they're Corvettes, but the build quality on these is just kind of, they become more disposable, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So, nice car, shows really well. I don't see any glaring issues with it. I wonder how many miles. It's got the carbon flash treatment on the roof. It's actually got the dual roof option, so it's got the extra roof back here. And these are really fun to drive around. Don't get me wrong. I would never kick one of these out of the garage, but not sure I'd spend 70,000 on these 80,000. 7-speed transmission, I believe. So yeah, it's got cool stuff with it. And this is not going to be, oh, it's only got 800 miles on it as well, so it's pretty nice. Only driven in the summer, so neat car. Not my cup of tea. I'm more of the antique or vintage Corvettes, but I do appreciate these. So let me find another one here, and I'll be back in just a second. So here's another one. This is kind of the jet age or aviation age I'm talking about. This is a 58 Pontiac Bonneville. Not a Corvette, obviously, but in black. This is just a sinister looking two-door hardtop. This is a Pontiac Bonneville, 1958. Really lots of chrome on these. This is when 57, 58, 59 is when they got crazy on chrome. See the trunk spears. I mean, there's just chrome everywhere on these cars. And then if you look even inside the dash, look at the amount of chrome plating that's everywhere in these things. Part of why the restoration cost of these cars is so crazy is because you'll spend thousands of dollars in replating chrome and trim and polishing stainless, but boy, what a looker when they're done, you know. I mean, look at the ostentatious front end. It's very similar to the 57, 58 Plymouth Furies, that big broad front end. This is going to be the 370 engine in this. Even back then in 58, which really cool little feature. If I can get back in there and show you guys. I don't know if I can get in there. It actually has a little speed minder. Let's see if I can get this without dropping my phone. A little speed minder to set the speed. I think that actually just tells you when you're going too fast, but what a beautiful set of gauges and everything. I mean, it's super comfy. Of course, you'll die bouncing off every surface in here if you ever get into a wreck, because there's nothing to protect you on this car, but boy, you'll go out in style, won't you? So let me catch up. Oh, and it's a tri-power car too, so that means it's got 3 2-barrel carburetors on it, which adds to the complexity of the car. But let me see if I can scoop up another Corvette to show you guys in a minute. I'll be back in just a second. So here we found a new ZR1 C7. This is going to be one of these, I forget the gray they call this. This is a ceramic matrix gray paint. So one of 2234 produced. Of course, we still got the plastic on the seats. It hasn't been dealer prepped. So it's kind of cool, fast. Interesting though, it does not have no dealer prep, never registered. Still in the box. Oh, the spoiler and the splitter are still in the box. So that's why they're selling it basically brand new. Oh yeah, and then of course your complex air system here. So I don't know, the cyber gray doesn't really throw me too much. I kind of tend to like my Corvettes in primary colors, but I can appreciate it for sure, you know. And we've got a 81 over here. It's an 81 or 80 Corvette, 81. This one's pretty cool. Pretty good shape. Looks fairly original under the hood. Looks really original under the hood. Still has a smog pump installed. Stickers. This would be an L81 350 190 horse, so not terribly fast. Oh, and 18,000 miles, so it's a fairly low mileage car in really good shape, glass T-tops, so this presents pretty well, pretty clean car. There's the original build sheet and stuff in the back right there, so that's kind of nice. I think I've got that on my watch list. And then of course over here, there's the ZR1 again, and we've got a 67 Corvette, of course my favorite. Fortunately, looks like they modified the, let's see if my camera will zoom in correctly. They've modified the wheel arches. Contrary to what you might see, these are not factory original. If they have an arch like that, they're not supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be straight across. So this was a customizing trick they did a lot back in the day, you know. This would be a 67, has a big block hood on it. Let's see if it's actually a big block car. So we'll pop the hood here in a second. Interior lights come on. It's an AC car, so that means it's not a 435 horse. It's got to be a 400 or 390 horse. And it is a 400 400 horse. Well, no, I take that back. It claims to be a 435 horse, but they added air conditioning to it. Now, the reason these cars didn't have air conditioning from the factory, the 435 cars, was because they would throw the belts off at high RPM. The 435s have a solid lift cam in them, pretty heavy duty, so they're not really made to have the power accessories put on them. A lot of the 435 cars are just bare bones, hot rods with nothing else. So, and of course, this one actually has a 454 in it right now. So it is not. It doesn't say if it's an original big block car or not. Most likely it isn't. So there's another one for us to look at. Let me go find a few more, and I'll get back to you guys in a second. Hang loose. Here's another interesting one that came through. This is a 72 Malibu Chevelle. This is not the Super Sport like most of them you see out there that have been recreated. This is actually just a nice original Malibu. Not too original, but it's kind of a cool color combo. Red, white vinyl top, white vinyl interior. Column shift. I mean, you can see they were pretty pedestrian little cars. You could get them in all kinds of configurations. This one was kind of cool. Didn't meet the reserve, so it's got a buy it now price. So thought this one was kind of neat. That's the front end. Some people don't like the single headlight treatments, but you know, it's not too bad. And you see if it didn't say SS, it was a Malibu on the side with the white vinyl. You know, nothing horrible to look at. I'd cruise it around if I was just looking for a cruising kind of car. But yeah, pretty nice there. Over here we've got Mustang, Fastback. This is all the cars that did not end up selling. Yeah, this one kind of was interesting. This car only bid up to about $4,000. This is a 1918 Oldsmobile. Not particularly in perfect condition, but it's really kind of neat. You see, if you're not familiar with old cars, you can see here, the old cars are basically constructed of wood with steel panels riveted to the outside of them. The inner structure is pretty much all wood on these cars, so they're not overly complex and they're not terribly safe, but they are interesting to look at as a period of time 100 years ago. You can see that's that artillery wheel I was talking about again. That wheel is completely made of wood with an outer steel rim bolted through bolts through the wood and the spokes are on a central hub housing there. So it's kind of a cool little design they did. But yeah, this only bid up to $4,000, and of course this old girl needs some work, but for a 100-year-old Oldsmobile, it was kind of cool, you know. Just to see it and see how people travel around and their day-to-day transportation 100 years ago was kind of neat. Here is another one I was looking at, a 427 Corvette, 68 side pipes. Of course, these are not original to the car. 69s did not, or 68s did not come from the factory with side pipes, and that's a hooker style side pipe. Only 66, 67, and 69s had the side pipes. This one's not perfect. It's a good looking car. Got a few modifications on it. The 68s are kind of hard because they have a lot of 1 year only parts on them that make them difficult. And of course my finger's in front of the camera there. Big block's still here. Questionable that it was actually a big block car. It's missing a whole lot of stuff on the firewall that's supposed to be there. Just kind of a used car in general. Poor fit and finish on it. Nothing. The antenna, I don't know what's going on with that thing. That's kind of weird looking. Oh, not factory gauges. I mean, this looks like somebody had it and didn't feel like messing with some of the stuff. No parking brake on this one either. So, yeah, this one, the fact that this bid up to $30,000 is quite funny to me actually, because this is not a $30,000 car whatsoever. This is kind of a put together. In the business, we call this a put together car, just to go cruising around in. But this looks about as uncomfortable as you can get with these seat belts, and it's like they said they just kind of cheaped out on what they wanted to put on it. Didn't bother to put the correct stuff on there. One thing interesting about 68s is they've got this interesting little door handle here. If I can show you guys while I'm holding everything. On a Corvette, you typically push in, but on the 68s, you got to push this button too to make it all come out. So it's kind of neat. But yeah, this is interesting, the custom modifications they did on this car. So let me go look around for some more Corvettes. I'll be back in a second. Guys, I got one more 68 Corvette big block here. This one would be the Le Mans blue or color, which is not a bad color. Interior is pretty nice on this one. Door's not shutting quite correctly. Opens up like that. Pretty nice car overall. Not terribly incorrect under the hood, but kind of rough. Needs really serious detailing. It's been detailed the wrong way. Too shiny. 390 horsepower motor. But overall, it looks, you know, little things that need addressed. Hood is bent. You know, yeah. And solid car. Being a big block, these are quite powerful, so they've got lots of fun factor. I didn't see, is this an automatic or a, no, it's a 4-speed car, so it's cool. So it's not too bad, you know. And over here we got a little Thunderbird people are looking at, so that's kind of cool. So, and I see out of the corner of my eye some other cars here. But this will probably be it for me today as far as taking a look at cars or videoing cars. I'm going to be back over here tomorrow, and I'll probably check in tomorrow with you guys for some more cars that I see, and we will go from there. Oh yeah, I do see one more I want to just point out real quick. 61, 62 Corvette here. Been kind of resto modded next to the Chevelle. Not a bad looking car. Oh, actually, yeah, this is a resto mod. So it's got the new current drivetrain in it. Probably got current suspension underneath it, so not an original car anymore, but not too bad. Looks pretty nice overall. Because it's coming up through the sale on Saturday. So thanks again for watching, guys. I'm gonna check out for today. I'll probably have another video for you guys tomorrow when I'm here at the auction. But as always, I appreciate you watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. If you like what I'm doing, I'll keep doing this. This is kind of my everyday obsession, things that I do. Cars, parts, Corvettes mainly. So I'll always keep making an effort to bring you guys some good content to show you some of the fun stuff I do. Thanks again. We'll check you later.